Do you want to help Black boys succeed in your classroom? Are you looking for tools to reach every student? Do you want to be a more effective teacher? Bridging the Gap, becoming the teacher who builds Black boy-friendly classrooms will challenge you and help you to be your best.
Some might ask, well, so why are we just focusing on a race? But if you go back to the data, Black boys are falling at the very bottom of all of the data except for expulsion, and that is very important to remember.
We took an assessment on how you felt towards Black children or white children, older people or younger people. My results told me that I do have some biases against African American male students. It was a shocker, but I had to own that truth.
We were talking about implicit bias. It makes you think about things that you didn't think were in your brain.
Sometimes I feel like the light is shut off on Black boys. When we turn our backs against them, then it's like they turn their back against themselves. A
lot of times as teachers, we get stuck in the routine of, I don't know how to deal with them, I don't know how to solve their problems. A lot of times it's not a behavior issue. Sometimes it is that a boy learns different than female students, and they need to move and they need to get that energy released and out before they can take in instructions.
You're always taught to sit crisscross applesauce, and many of my boys, even my girls, that is just not something that they are really into.
Children in my classroom move a lot more as a result of this training, and especially African American boys, they need that movement.
So if I'm asking you to go to your rug and you're spinning, you're still getting to your rug.
Instead of myself just singing a simple song, we may add a movement to it.
I think the best assignment was when they had us to interview the boys. It made me really take a hard look at each boy in the classroom and what they perhaps were feeling.
The most valued assignment that we've done so far has been to go out and be uncomfortable. The concept of it for me was to understand what it feels like to be the outlier, to see the world where you're not represented.
It's cool to have Black men as facilitators as well because they can share their experiences.
And they were also wonderful coaches.
They asked us to go in and look at our data. Those who have the data have the power to change the data.
We tend to run away from the kids that's give you more behavior problems. So now that I'm aware that mentally I'm not doing it on purpose, since I've taken this class, mentally I'm aware of my emotions and my perspective on everything and all the children in class. So now I'm like, okay, what do you want, sir? How can I help you so that we could have a better communication, a better way of going so that both our day could be better?
I have African American boys in my classroom that before this training I would have labeled as having behavior issues. That wasn't true. Boys are hyper, boys do this, boys kick, boys throw. But are we giving them the activities and the things to help them throw the right things at the right time? Well, I learned from the training that I wish I had the information 20 years ago. If you can see yourself in someone else, that's a powerful tool to help children to be able to grow outside of their circumstances or outside of their what we call predictable behaviors.
After I started this program, there were times when I said, I've been doing this wrong. They had changed me.